Hey everyone, welcome back to Lavendaire. It's Aileen. Today is the next episode in our Dream Life series. We're talking about taking action. So this is one of the most crucial parts of creating your dream life because nothing happens without taking action, without putting in some effort and some work. So, once you have your dreams clarified, you can't just leave your dreams there and expect them to come true. You really have to put in the work. The power is in the doing. So today we're going to talk about how you can create an action plan for your dream life. And I'm going to share 2 worksheets in the email series. One is how to break down your goals into smaller actionable steps, starting with what you can do today, and also a consistency tracker to keep you accountable and help you stay on track with your goals. I really have to emphasize consistency with taking action. So it doesn't matter what your big dreams and goals are. It really all comes down to the little action steps that you take on a consistent basis, whether it's daily or weekly. You have to make sure you're moving at a consistent pace. It's so much better to move consistently instead of working a lot in one day and then taking a break for 2 or 3 weeks and then picking it back up again and then taking a break for another 2 months. So when you're consistent with taking small actions, you make it a habit and you make it part of your routine. So you're actually more likely to succeed that way versus sprinting on and off. And being consistent, it's easier to grow exponentially. And a book that's really great on this topic is called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. He just has so many stories and stats to prove that, consistent action steps will really help you grow really fast. Another tip for taking action is if you're in the beginning of your journey, you're going to have to accept that you're not going to be very good. You're probably going to suck. So you have to be willing to suck and willing to be bad at whatever it is you're trying to do. Don't have such high expectations for yourself because some people overwhelm themselves with high expectations or they feel discouraged because their work is not as good as what they want it to be. So you really have to fight through those early stages of not being very good until you get practice and get better. So that's just part of every journey in the beginning. You're just not going to be good and you have to accept that and still keep going. Lastly, if this is truly your dream, then you will have nothing to lose and everything to gain by starting to take action now, because a year from now, you'll wish you started today. So don't push it back any longer. Don't procrastinate. The previous video, I hoped you learned to release everything holding you back so that now you can really start to take action and learn to be consistent with that. So if you're multi-passionate and you're still not sure which direction to take action in because you're interested in so many things, then your action is going to be to go out and explore all those curiosities. You have to give time to each thing that you think could be the right path. You have to actually take action in it, whether it's to try it out or talk to someone doing it. Just learn whatever you can. This is your time to learn and explore until you feel your intuition telling you oh, this is the right path. One of the things I did when I was still lost and trying to figure out which direction to take my life in was to take a bunch of online classes. I took classes in writing, music production, in design, UI, UX design, and also coding. So I really kind of dabbled in a bunch of different topics I was curious about, just to see if any of them would stick. And even after taking all those random classes, I would say nothing is ever wasted. Learning is always beneficial. So even if I'm not pursuing a path in coding or design, everything that I've learned still applies to what I do now. And that's how it will be for you. If you're still unsure, just go out there and learn new things because it will all apply and help your future path. One of my favorite places for taking online classes is Skillshare, so I'm really happy they decided to sponsor this video. Skillshare is an online learning platform with thousands of classes in design, photo, business, and more, so it's really a great place to explore your curiosities in different fields and also improve your skills in different areas. So my favorite class that has been the most useful in my career is the Adobe InDesign's Essentials Training class. So I used that class to learn how to use Adobe InDesign, which is the program I use to create all of the worksheets for the Dream Life series, as well as other things like my workbook and just other design products. So it's been so helpful. Literally before taking that Skillshare class, I did not know how to use InDesign at all. I was using Pages on Apple, but now I feel like my skills have leveled up and I really have all the resources and tools to create anything I can dream of. A premium membership gives you unlimited access to all of the high quality classes on Skillshare, and an annual subscription costs less than $10 a month. So if you're interested in trying out Skillshare, Skillshare, you can click that link in the description box below. The first 500 people will get a free 2-month trial to Skillshare Premium. All right, now let's talk about how to break down your big dreams and goals into actionable steps. So I have this worksheet right here. It's basically an upside down triangle. Up here is your big goals and dreams. And what I find is easier is to break it down into what you want to accomplish in the next 90 days. So it's important to see like your target, your end goal, but you can't really plan that far ahead. So focus on that first. In the next section, break down all of the to-dos you can think of to reach that 90-day goal. So this is where you kind of brainstorm all the different tasks that you have to complete in order to reach that goal. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be in order. After you're done listing out all those tasks, star the 3 most important steps that you should take next. So these are the 3 most important things that you should focus on now, like the immediate priorities. All right, so after you've decided those 3 most important tasks to take, schedule those in your calendar. Set a due date for each of those tasks and make sure that you complete them within like the next 2 weeks. Finally, decide what is one action step that you can take today to move closer towards that goal. So it doesn't have to be like a big step. It could be like a tiny step, but all that matters is that you're taking like a baby step forward. It could be like opening up a new Word document to plan your goals, or it could be like Googling something to do a little research. So whatever it is, decide to start something now and do it ASAP. By taking action today, you're starting that momentum and getting into that habit of being consistent with taking actions towards your goals. So that brings me to the next worksheet, which is all about tracking your consistent action. So this is a good way to keep track and make sure that you are being consistent. I think taking actions weekly is better than like skipping weeks. So it's important to at least do something once or twice a week. So this worksheet will help you keep track of your consistent action, making sure that you're making progress towards your goal each week so that you're not like slacking off and forgetting to do something one week or the other. I kind of left the space open because some people might want to track their actions daily, or they might want to kind of write a review of like how this week went towards your goals. So it's kind of up to you, but what matters most is that you are checking off your actions every single week, being consistent with your actions towards your goals. All right, so at this point, you should have all the tools you need to start taking action towards your goals. And I just want to note that once you start taking action, you will feel that momentum building. It's hard in the beginning because you have to push yourself, but once you get into that consistent habit of it, it will feel easier and you're just going to keep going and going. And then the more that you take action, I notice the more the universe kind of meets you and helps you, gives you opportunities in your life. So stay tuned for the next video in the series, which will be about manifesting and trust. In the meantime, if you have any questions for me about anything in the Dream Life series, leave them down below because I'm going to collect them for a future Dream Life series Q&A. And that's it for today. Love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. Bye.